So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is there, then we can say that it is a quadratic equation. But if it is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, then we say that quadratic inequality. So quadratic inequality will have infinitely many solutions. So as we have seen, so many formulae also. So x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. So x should lie in between alpha and beta. That is, if alpha less than beta, x belongs to open interval alpha comma beta. So like that. So we have done some problems. See, now you do this problem now. X square minus 5x plus 6 less than or equal to 0. Now x square minus 6x plus 5 less than or equal to 0. So what is the solution set for this system of inequalities? So do this problem now. So x square minus 5x plus 6 less than or equal to 0 and x square minus 6x plus 5 less than or equal to 0. So you do that one. See how to do this. First of all, consider this. X square minus 5x plus 6 less than or equal to 0. So factorize this. X square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 less than or equal to 0. X into x minus 2 minus 3 into x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. So this is finally x minus 2 into x minus 3 less than or equal to 0. So by known result, x should lie in between 2 and 3. So closed interval 2 comma 3. And this one, x square minus 6x plus 5 less than or equal to 0. Okay. And this one x square minus 5x minus x plus 5 less than or equal to 0. So this can be written as x into x minus 5. So this is minus of x minus 5 less than or equal to 0. So this is x minus 1 into x minus 5 less than or equal to 0. Therefore, x belongs to closed interval 1 comma 5. So common solutions means we have to take those values of x which satisfy both the conditions. So you draw the number line now. The number line. So 2, 3. So this solution set is numbers from 2 to 3. Numbers from 2 to 3. And that solution set is numbers from 1 to 5. And therefore, the common solution means where we can find both the horizontal lines and vertical lines. So what is that said? Between 2 and 3. So the answer is nothing but this only, because this is subset of that. So we are getting this only. So the answer is x belongs to closed interval 2 comma 3. Or we can write like this also, 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. Okay. So sometimes this may not be a subset of that. So we have to take the common part of that. Okay. Right. Now we'll do some problems. So solve the inequality. Square root of x plus 2 greater than square root of 8 minus x square. So what is that? Square root of x plus 2 greater than square root of 8 minus x square. So Rahul, any doubts? Or forgot to lower your hand? Okay. So see this problem. Square root of x plus 2 greater than square root of 8 minus x square. So how to proceed? This one. See, whenever square root is there, this expression must be non-negative. That is x plus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Whenever square root of 8 minus x square is there, 8 minus x square greater than or equal to 0. Okay. And not only that, both cannot be 0 at the same time, because both are zeros. 0 cannot be greater than 0. Therefore, this may be 0. So this cannot be 0. So what are the conditions? So the expression under square root must be positive. So here this expression must be positive or 0. Okay. Now keep it like that. And now what is the next step? Now squaring on both sides. So remember one thing. When both are positive, if you square, no problem, inequality remains same. And therefore, x plus 2 greater than 8 minus x square. So we have to solve three inequalities. So this inequality is equivalent to this one. X plus 2 must be positive. Otherwise, there will be negative under square root, which is not real number. And similarly, so this must hold good. And also we have to find the values of x, which is satisfy this inequality. So we have to solve three inequalities and we have to find the common solution for those inequalities. So first one. So what is the first one? X plus 2 greater than 0. So that is very simple. X greater than minus 2. So keep it like that. Second one. 8 minus x square greater than or equal to 0, or x square minus 8 less than or equal to 0. So x square minus, what is this 8? This can be written as 2 root 2 whole square. That is nothing but 2 root 2 whole square. So that is a square minus b square form, a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, x plus 2 root 2 or x minus of minus 2 root 2 into x minus 2 root 2 less than or equal to 0. Or better, if you remember the formula, x square minus a square less than or equal to 0 means x should lie in between minus a and plus a. And therefore, we can write directly from this that x belongs to closed interval minus 2 root 2 comma 2 root 2. See, x square minus 8 less than or equal to 0 means x square minus 2 root 2 whole square less than or equal to 0. So whenever x square minus a square less than or equal to 0, x should lie in between minus a plus a. So this is one set of values of x and this is one set of values of x. And finally, we have to solve this inequality also. And this can be written as x square plus x minus 6 greater than 0. So what are the factors? X square plus 3x minus 2x minus 6 greater than 0. So x into x plus 3 minus 2 into x plus 3 greater than 0. So this is x plus 3 into x minus 2 greater than 0. And again formula, x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0 means x must be less than minus 3 or x must be greater than 2. And so we have to solve all these inequalities simultaneously. Okay. And see what are the common solutions. So we have to draw the diagram and we can observe the common diagram. Or see, so here x must be greater than minus 2. but here x less than minus 3. So these numbers cannot satisfy that inequality. That should happen. Therefore, either this or that. So you have to take this x greater than 2. And once again, x greater than 2, x greater than minus 2. And what is the common value? Suppose a person is greater than, elder than me and elder than you. That means it is enough to say he is elder to me. Okay. And therefore, x greater than 2, x greater than minus 2 means the combined one is x greater than 2, comma, x belongs to minus 2 root 2, comma, 2 root 2. See, 2 root 2 is definitely greater than 2. Therefore, the numbers greater than 2 and less than or equal to this number. So, final solution is x belongs to 2, comma, open at 2. Remember, this is greater than, but this is closed. So, 2 root 2. That is the answer, because, so this interval is minus 2 root 2 to 2 root 2. So, 2 is in between them. So, this one is closed interval, and from open interval 2, greater than 2 means from open 2 to infinity. So, the common solution is 2 to 2 root 2. So, open at 2, close it at 2 root 2. Okay, write down. So, that is the final solution. 2, comma, 2 root 2. Open at 2, close it at 2 root 2. Now you think first of all, so you think first of all this square root of x minus 3 into 2 minus x. Then what should I do? What is the first condition I have to write? The expression under square root must be greater than or equal to 0. Isn't it? Next, what is the second one? The expression under square root must be greater than or equal. But because there is less than symbol, both cannot be 0 at the same time. The lesser one can be 0, but the greater one cannot be 0. Therefore, so this is greater than 0. This may be greater than or equal to 0. And finally, what is the other inequality we have to take? Square this one. Square this inequality. Because both are squares, so you can, both are positive, you can square this comfortably. So you will get x minus 3 into 2 minus x less than 4x square plus 12x plus 11. So see, there are three conditions. So we have to solve those 3 inequalities and we have to finally get the common solution. Okay. And therefore, first one, let us see first one. X minus 3 into 2 minus x greater than or equal to 0. So I can't do if there is 2 minus x here. Therefore, I will multiply with the minus to get x minus 2. That means greater than becomes less than. If you multiply an inequality with the minus or negative number, the inequality changes its direction. So greater than becomes less than. Therefore, this is obviously x belongs to 2 comma 3. X belongs to 2 comma 3. So that is the first one. And let us see second one. So what is second one? 4x square plus 12x plus 11 greater than 0. So we are afraid because the numbers are very big. So we can't see the factorization. But see, delta, what is delta? B square, 12 square, minus 4 into 11, 16 11s. So this is 144, minus this is 176. It is negative. That means it has no real roots. So this quadratic equation, that is 4x square plus 12x plus 11 is equal to 0, has no real roots. That means that equation has imaginary roots. And remember one formula, If the quadratic equation has no real roots, that means this quadratic expression will be a parabola of this type or this type, because it does not intersect the x-axis. That means it should completely lie above x-axis or it should completely lie below x-axis. But observe, x square quotient is positive. Then we can say that this is moving, this is parabola upwards and above the x-axis. And therefore, that is always greater than 0. Therefore, this is always greater than 0 for all x. So, whatever may be the value of x you write, you will get this is always positive, greater than 0. How can we decide? See, once again, that is an important concept. First, find delta. So, if you find delta less than 0, the roots are imaginary. That means it does not have any real roots. That means it is always greater than 0 for all x or always less than 0 for all x. But see the coefficient. If x square coefficient is positive, that is always greater than 0 for all x. Therefore, for this problem, the domain is Kepler, minus infinity to infinity. So every real number satisfies this inequality. For the first one, x belongs to 2, 3. For these two, the common one is closed interval 2, 3. And again, there is another one, third one. So we'll do that. Write this one. Chandrasai, any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
Chandrasai, any doubts? So I think Mohammed, any doubts? MD Atik, any doubts? MD Atik. Okay. And now the third one. So what about the third one? So for the second one, this is every real number. So no need to see that for the first one. So this is the set. And if you find the third one, after that you can take the intersection of these two. And what is this? This is 2x plus 3x. That is 5x minus 6 and minus x square less than 4x square plus 12x plus 11. So 4x square plus x square, 5x square, 12x minus 5x, 7x plus 6 plus 11 plus 17 greater than 0. And again another difficult quadratic inequality. First let us verify whether this quadratic equation has real roots or imaginary roots. So find discriminant b square minus 4 into 5 into 17. So no need to simplify that. Clearly this is less than this. So less than 0. That means it has no real roots. Then that means, so this is always positive or always negative. Only one happens. So how to verify that? See, x square quotient. It is positive. Therefore, it is always greater than 0. Therefore, 5x square plus 7x plus 17 greater than 0 for all x belongs to Kepler. And finally, the intersection is only 2, 3. So the answer is closed interval 2, 3. Okay? Right up.
In this question, for the first inequality, you wrote x minus 3 into x minus 2 less than equals to 0.
Right?
Yes, sir. Sir, then we will get x less than equals to 3, x less than equals to 2. Sir,
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Sir,
What is your name? Is it Funny Harshit?
yes, sir.
What is the formula for x minus alpha into x minus beta less than or equal to 0? Funny Harshit. Okay, no problem. I will remind them. If you don't know, I will remind them. First of all, you confirm me whether you know that or not.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Then I will once again do those problems. Those are the basic ones. If you don't know, if you don't know those, you cannot do all these problems.
Okay.
See, so before arranging this, any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Rahul?
Sir, nothing, sir.
Rahul?
Sir, video
Nothing.
is okay.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Okay. See. Now see once again the basic inequalities. See, you know, x minus 2 greater than 0. That implies x greater than 2. X minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. That is x greater than or equal to 2. X minus 2 less than 0. X less than 2. And x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. So x less than or equal to 2. So I think you know these very well. So is it Funny Harshit or something? Who asked this one? Just raise your hand. Funny Harshit, do you know this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us go to quadratic inequality. So just with an example. Suppose x minus 1 into x minus 5 less than 0. Now, Funny Harshit,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
now I will ask you something, just very simple one. You
Okay,
tell
sir.
me when product of two numbers will be negative.
If one of them is negative and one of them is positive.
Excellent. Therefore, so here product negative means this is negative and this is positive. Okay? Or this is positive and this is negative. Is it okay, Funny Harshit?
Okay, sir.
Right. So that implies x less than 1 and x greater than 5 here. Here, x greater than 1 and x less than 5 here. Okay, Harshit?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me, so what are the values of these x? So that means x must be less than 1 and x must be greater than 5.
Yes,
Now
sir.
can you give me that number which is less than 1 and greater than 5?
Less than 1 and greater than 5. No, sir.
No. So can you give me, Harshit, can you give me a person who is younger to you and older to me?
No, sir.
No, we cannot find such a person. Similarly, we cannot find such a number which is less than 1 and greater than 5 at the same time. So this is wrong. Now see this one. X greater than 1 and x less than 5. That means x must be greater than 1 and less than 5. It should lie in between 1 and 5. Okay? Okay,
Okay,
Harshit?
sir. Yes, sir.
Therefore, similarly, if you replace with alpha and beta, suppose here alpha is less than beta, so what you will get is here finally, this is alpha and this is beta. So everybody note it down, x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. Finally, what we can write? Alpha less than x less than beta. Suppose there is equality here, you will get equality also. Therefore, you will get equality. So that means x minus alpha into x minus beta less than or equal to 0 means alpha less than or equal to x less than or equal to beta. So that is one type of inequality. Suppose it is greater than. Once again, I will take example. x minus 1 into x minus 5 greater than 0. Now, Arshit, are you on the line?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, it is product positive. When you will say that product of two numbers is positive?
Both are positive or both are negative.
So very good. Therefore, x minus 1 positive, x minus 5 positive, or x minus 1 negative, x minus 5 negative. So this implies x greater than 1, x greater than 5. Here, x less than 1, x less than 5. Now you tell me, Arshit,
Yes,
x
sir.
must be greater than 1 and greater than 5. Both happened. That means,
Yes, sir.
what enough if you take x greater than
5.
5? Very good, excellent. So that implies x greater than 5 here. Oh, here obviously x less than 1. Therefore, for this inequality, the solution set is either x less than 1 or x greater than 5. Okay.
Okay,
Therefore, in general, x minus alpha, x minus beta is there. That implies x less than alpha or x greater than beta. Similarly, x minus alpha into x minus beta greater than or equal to 0. That is x less than or equal to alpha or x greater than or equal to beta. Okay, Arshit?
Yes, sir.
So write down. Of course, even though there is a trick to remember this, you have to remember these results. These are very, very important. And suppose there are three factors. Suppose I like this, x minus 1 into x minus 3 into x minus 5 greater than 0. Then the analytical thinking will be difficult, because when the product of three numbers is positive, when all the three are positive, and or exactly one is positive, two are negative, and there may be so many cases, and solving them may be difficult for us, or at least it will take time, but we don't have that much of time in the examination. Therefore, we use a method called Wavy curve method. By that method, what you will write? First of all, see here. Suppose x minus 1 is 0. What is x? 1. Here 3. And here 5. So write those numbers in increasing order. Suppose first 1 here, 3 here, 5 here. Or suppose this is x plus 3. Then it is not 3. X plus 3 is 0 means x is minus 3. X is minus 3. And then the numbers in the increasing order are minus 3 first, 1 next, 5 last. So this is 5. So after that, always start the right side part with the plus. So after 5, put a plus here. And now in between these two numbers, put minus. In between these two numbers, put plus. And before minus 3, put again minus. So alternately, plus starting with plus here, plus minus like this. And the problem is over now. Because, so whenever this function is greater than 0 means, so whenever you see plus signs in those intervals, this value must be positive. Therefore, x belongs to, see this plus means minus 3 comma 1, union, there is plus here, 5 comma infinity. So that is the answer. Right now. And now you can use your logic now. Simply why? Because why it is positive here? Because if x is greater than 5, automatically x greater than minus 3, x greater than 1, all these three factors are positive. So you get positive. Okay. Similarly, why it is minus here? Suppose if you take a number x less than 5, it will be negative. But it is greater than 1, greater than minus 3. These two are positive. And therefore, plus into minus, which is clearly greater than, less than 0. Okay. So like that you can think, but this is very easy method called Wavy curve method. Why it is called Wavy curve means, So the waves are like this in the sea. Similarly, here also the graph will be like this. Because it is negative here means the graph is below x-axis. If you take this as x-axis, the graph is below x-axis. And at -3, the value is 0. Therefore, it crosses x-axis. And after that, when x lies in between -3 and 1, this will be positive. Therefore, it is above x-axis. And again goes down because at x is equal to 1, the value must be 0. And here negative below x-axis. Here 0. Here above x-axis means positive. The graph goes like this. So that's why it is called wavy curve method. Here x belongs to -3, 1 union 5, infinity. Bhanu Teja.
Closed interval na sir.
Where
Closed interval -3, 1.
no, only open. Closure means if you put to -3, you will get 0. 0 is not greater than 0. There is only greater than only, not greater than or equal. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Suppose it is greater than or equal to 0. It is greater than or equal to 0. Then close. But in infinity, it is open only. Infinity is not a number. So put always open at infinity. You mute yourself. In doubt?
Sir, if we multiply negative with x square coefficient, then inequality sign changes, sir.
What is that?
If we multiply minus with
What is that?
hello, sir. Sir,
What is the doubt?
if we multiply minus with x square coefficient, inequality sign changes, sir.
If x square coefficient is negative, then definitely inequality changes. So if you multiply with a negative number, then inequality changes. If you multiply with a positive number, inequality remains same. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sai Shankar. Sai Shankar. Okay. See, suppose there is a small change here. Suppose it is not right. It is fraction. X minus 1 into x plus 3 by x minus 5 greater than or equal to 0. Then how to write this? And again, because these are linear factors, first to find those numbers at which the linear factors are zeros. That is -3. First write the least number 1, 5. Just do as in the previous one, plus, minus, plus, minus. And in the previous one, what we did is x belongs to, because it is greater, -3, 1 union 5 to infinity. So in the previous one, we put all closed intervals only open at infinity. But here see, x minus 5 is in the denominator. If you put x is equal to 5, so denominator is 0, the function is undefined. Therefore, at 5 also you have to put open interval. But here, closed interval, because if you substitute 1, you will get 0 only. So now at open at 5, closed at these two numbers. Okay? So like this. So how many linear factors are there? You can do the problem comfortably. Okay? And now last problem. See this one. X minus 2 into x plus 1 into x minus 3 x minus 4 by x minus 3 into x minus 7. So it is greater than or equal to 0. Now find the domain. Our previous problems are all greater than. So less than or equal to 0. Find the domain. X minus 2 into x plus 1 into x minus 4 into x minus 3 by x minus 7 less than or equal to 0. Now who did this? Raise your hand. So only one person, only 3 persons. Okay. So we'll ask Snehita. Snehita.
Sir, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 closed.
Minus infinity to minus 1 closed.
Union closed 2 to open 3.
Closed 2 to open 3.
Union closed 4 to open 7.
Closed 4 to open 7.
That's all.
Right. So she gives that. So let us verify she is correct or not. What are the numbers? So 1 is 2, 1 is minus 1, 4, 3, 7. So write them in increasing order. No need to use scale. So roughly, so after minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So write them in increasing order. So always start here with plus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus like that. Okay. And now what is the question? Less than. So take the minus signs. That is minus infinity to minus 1, 2 to 3 and 4 to 7. So where we should put closed intervals? So equality is there. So whenever it is 2, minus 1, 4, you get 0. So 2, minus 1, 4. So you get 0. Therefore it is closed. The remaining two numbers, that is at 3 and 7. If you substitute put x is equal to 3, you will get 0 in the denominator. Therefore at 3 and 7 only open intervals. Right, she is right. Okay. So any doubts? Amaresh, sir, any doubts? Amaresh, sir. So I think no doubts. Just I think he raised his hand to give the answer. So Imran has doubts. Imran.
Sir,
Imran. Remind me Imran Khan. Now what is that?
Sir, explain the minus infinite.
Imran, speak aloud. Imran. No? Sai Shankar.
Sir, your video is not clear, sir. It's blur, sir.
Okay, anyhow, time is over. So we'll meet in the afternoon session. So it may be better then. Bye, students.